Your brain is literally fighting itself every time you delay a task. You have a deadline in 3 hours. You know exactly what needs to be done. Instead, you reorganize your desk, check your phone, and watch 2 more videos. Procrastination affects roughly 20% of adults chronically and up to 80% of college students. It is not laziness. Neuroscience reveals that procrastination is a battle between 2 competing brain systems. The limbic system, your emotional brain, craves immediate comfort. The prefrontal cortex, your rational brain, plans for the future. When the limbic system wins, you procrastinate. Understanding this conflict is the first step to taking back control. The limbic system is one of the oldest parts of the brain. It operates automatically and prioritizes avoiding pain and seeking pleasure right now. The prefrontal cortex evolved much later. It handles planning, decision-making, and impulse control. But there is a problem. The prefrontal cortex requires active effort to function. The moment your attention drifts, the limbic system takes over by default. A 2018 study in the journal Psychological Science used MRI scans on 264 participants. They found that people who procrastinate more have a larger amygdala, the brain's threat detection center. Their amygdala-prefrontal cortex connection was also weaker. Procrastinators are not choosing to delay. Their brains are wired to overreact to negative emotions associated with tasks. Procrastination is fundamentally an emotion regulation problem, not a time management problem. Research by Dr. Tim Pychyl at Carleton University shows that people procrastinate to avoid negative feelings like boredom, anxiety, or frustration associated with a task. Your brain treats an unpleasant task as a threat and activates the fight or flight response. The amygdala signals danger and the prefrontal cortex shuts down. A 2013 study in the journal Cognition and Emotion found that people who were trained in emotional regulation techniques reduced their procrastination by 28%. This suggests the solution is not better scheduling tools. It is learning to manage the discomfort that triggers avoidance in the first place. Your brain releases dopamine when you switch from a boring task to something stimulating like social media or video games. This creates a feedback loop. Every time you procrastinate and feel temporary relief, your brain reinforces the behavior. Studies show that chronic procrastinators have lower dopamine receptor density in the striatum, the brain's reward center. They need more stimulation to feel the same level of satisfaction. A 2019 study published in Social Cognitive and Affective Neuroscience found that procrastination correlates with reduced gray matter volume in the dorsal anterior cingulate cortex, the region responsible for translating intentions into actions. Your brain literally has less hardware for following through. Neuroscience offers evidence-based solutions. The 2-minute rule, starting any task for just 2 minutes, works because beginning a task reduces the amygdala's threat response by up to 40%. Implementation intentions, specific plans like I will work on the report at 9 a.m. at my desk, increase follow-through rates by 2 to 3 times according to research by Dr. Peter Gallwitzer. Temptation bundling, pairing an unpleasant task with something enjoyable, leverages the dopamine system instead of fighting it. A University of Pennsylvania study found this technique increased gym attendance by 51%. The key insight from neuroscience is that procrastination is not a character flaw. It is a predictable brain response that can be rewired with the right strategies. If your brain just learned something new, subscribe for more science that explains why you do what you do. Hit the bell so you never miss an answer.